Welcome back our channel. Listen carefully. Because this video is not just something you watch. This is something you feel. Have you ever tried your best, but still felt like nothing is changing? Have you ever worked hard in silence, while nobody noticed your effort? Then this message is for you. Because today, we are not talking about perfection. We are talking about survival. We are talking about growth in silence. We are talking about the moments when you feel like quitting, but you don't. Stay with us till the end, because this might change the way you see your struggles forever. Have you ever felt like giving up, like nothing is working no matter how hard you try? Like every door you knock on just stays closed? Listen carefully. There was a time when a man faced the same feeling. He failed again and again. People rejected him. Opportunities disappeared in front of his eyes. And every time he tried, life seemed to say, "No, not you." But he didn't stop. He made a simple decision in his mind. I never lose. I either win or I learn. Think about that for a moment. If you win, that's great. But if you fail, you still learn something. And learning means you are not the same person anymore. You are stronger than before. Smarter than before. Better than before. Slowly, something started to change. Not the world around him, but the way he looked at the world. Failures didn't break him anymore. Rejection didn't stop him anymore. Because every failure had a message, every mistake had a lesson. And one day, everything changed. The same person who was rejected so many times finally became successful. Not because life became easy, but because he never gave up. So ask yourself today, are you failing? Are you struggling? Are you feeling stuck? Good. Because that means you are learning. And if you are learning, you are already winning. Remember this, I never lose. I either win or I learn. And every failure was just preparing you for something bigger. Something you couldn't see in the moment, but you were being shaped for it. Because life doesn't break you for no reason, it builds you in silence. Every rejection, every delay, every disappointment, it was not the end. It was training. Training for patience. Training for strength. Training for the version of you that can handle success without falling apart. And one day, when the right moment arrives, everything you went through will finally make sense. You will look back and say, "That's why it didn't work before, that's why I had to wait, that's why I had to struggle," because you weren't being punished, you were being prepared. So don't stop now. Even if it feels slow, even if it feels impossible, even if nobody believes in you, keep going. Because the same road that feels heavy today will become the story you tell tomorrow. And that story will inspire someone else who is exactly where you are right now. And if you are still trying, if you are still standing, then you are already winning. Because most people don't even get this far. Most people quit when it gets hard. Most people stop when they feel tired. But you didn't. You stayed. Even when it hurt. Even when nothing was changing. Even when it felt like nobody cared. And that alone makes you different. But listen carefully. Just because you are still standing doesn't mean the journey is easy. It means you are in the middle of your transformation. And the middle is always the hardest part. The beginning is hope, the ending is success, but the middle is doubt. The middle is where you question everything. Am I doing the right thing? Is this even worth it? Why is nothing working yet? And that's exactly where most people lose themselves. But not you. You are still here. Still learning. Still pushing forward. And every day you don't quit, you are building something inside you. Something stronger than motivation. Discipline. Because motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays when nothing feels good. Every morning you wake up and try again, you are proving something to yourself. Not to the world. Not to others. But to yourself. That you are not the type of person who gives up easily. And one day you will look back at this phase of your life and realize, this was the moment everything changed. Not when success came, but when you decided to continue. Even without results. Even without applause. Even without guarantees. Because life rewards those who don't stop in silence. Not those who start fast, but those who stay consistent when nobody is watching. So if you are tired right now, that's okay. If you are confused right now, that's okay. If you are struggling right now, that's okay. Because struggle is not a sign of failure, it's a sign of growth. But there comes a moment in everyone's life when everything feels quiet. No progress. No results. No answers. Just silence. And in that silence, you start to hear your own thoughts louder than ever. Maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I don't have what it takes, maybe I should stop. And this is the moment where everything is decided. Not by your talent, not by your luck, but by your decision. Will you quit? Or will you continue? Because in life, it's never the strongest who wins. It's the one who refuses to stop. Even when nobody supports them, even when they feel alone, even when it makes no sense. And maybe right now, you are in that moment. The silent phase. The invisible phase. The phase where nobody sees your effort, but everything is being recorded. Every sleepless night, every small try, every time you didn't give up, it all counts. Because success is not built in public, it is built in private. When nobody is clapping. When nobody is watching. When nobody is believing in you. And one day, you will wake up and realize you are not the same person anymore. The fear is gone. The doubt is gone. And what is left is strength, quiet confidence, a mind that cannot be shaken easily. And you will finally understand why everything had to happen this way, why the delays were necessary, why the failures were necessary, why the struggle was necessary. Because without them, you would not become who you are meant to be. So keep going. Even if no one understands. Even if no one claps. Even if no one believes. Because your journey is not about them, it is about you. And the person you are becoming is worth every struggle you are facing right now. And after everything you have been through, after all the waiting, all the struggling, all the silent battles, there is only one thing left to understand. You are still here. And that means your story is not over. Not even close. Because life doesn't reward people who start perfectly, it rewards people who refuse to quit imperfectly. And maybe you are not where you want to be yet, but you are no longer where you used to be. And that is progress. Real progress. So don't rush your journey. Don't compare your chapter 1 with someone else's chapter 20. Because everyone has their own timing. And your timing is still unfolding. One day, everything will make sense. The pain will make sense. The delay will make sense. The struggle will make sense. And you will smile, not because it was easy, but because you survived it. Because you didn't give up when it mattered most. And that is your real victory. So before this video ends, take this with you. No matter how slow you feel, no matter how stuck you feel, no matter how lost you feel, you are still moving forward. And that means you are still winning. And always remember this line. I never lose. I either win or I learn. I either win or I learn. And if you are still trying, if you are still standing, then you are already winning. And if you are still trying, if you are still standing, then you are already winning. But let's be honest for a moment, life doesn't always feel like winning. There are days when everything feels heavy. When you wake up and nothing excites you. When your mind feels tired before the day even starts. And you start questioning everything, your choices, your progress, your future. But listen carefully, just because you feel stuck right now doesn't mean you are stuck forever. You are in a moment, not a permanent situation. Life has phases, and right now you might be in the silent phase. The phase where nothing looks like progress. The phase where your effort is invisible. The phase where nobody claps for you yet. But that doesn't mean nothing is happening. Because real growth is often silent. A seed doesn't make noise when it grows under the soil. But still, it becomes a tree. And you are the same. You are growing in ways you cannot see yet. Every time you tried again after failure, you grew stronger. Every time you didn't give up, you built discipline. Every time you kept going when it was hard, you became different from the person you used to be. But during this process, your mind will try to stop you. It will tell you things like maybe you are not good enough, maybe others are better, maybe you should stop trying. But those are not facts. Those are just thoughts created by pressure. And pressure is not your enemy. Pressure is shaping you. Because diamonds are created under pressure. And strong people are created in struggle. There is a phase in life where everything feels slow. You try, but nothing changes. You work, but results don't come. You wait, but nothing arrives. And this is the phase where most people quit. Not because they are weak, but because they cannot see progress. But progress is not always visible. Sometimes progress is just you not giving up today. Sometimes progress is you trying again even when you don't feel like it. Sometimes progress is you surviving the day when everything feels heavy. And that matters more than you think. Because success is not built in one moment. It is built in thousands of small moments where you refuse to quit. And one day, without warning, things will start to change. Not all at once, not magically, but slowly. You will feel different. Stronger. Calmer. More focused. And the same problems that once felt impossible will start feeling manageable. And you will realize that nothing outside changed first. You changed first. Your mindset changed. Your patience changed. Your strength changed. And because you changed, your life started changing too. But before that moment comes, there will be doubt. There will be confusion. There will be days when you feel like nothing is working. And in those moments, remember this, you are not failing. You are building. You are not stuck. You are being prepared. Every delay has a reason you cannot see yet. Every rejection is protecting you from something wrong. Every failure is teaching you something important. And even though it doesn't feel good right now, it is still necessary for your growth. Because if everything came easy, you would never become strong. And life is not trying to break you. Life is trying to build you. So don't quit in the middle of your story. Because most people don't fail at the beginning. They fail right before everything changes. And if you are still here, still trying, still standing, then you are closer than you think.